Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. A little over a month ago, I made a video over balancing the precision rifle. In that video, I adjusted things like the rate of fire and damage to not only bring it up to today's standards, but to also just make it a more fun weapon to use in the game in general. Now, at the time I was making that video, I didn't know how to add attachments to the weapon, even though I really was curious to see how the precision rifle would be with proper attachments for it. Well, I'm very happy to say that I have now learned how to add and modify attachments for weapons in GTA Online, and with the help of one of my friends who prefers to remain anonymous, we were able to craft and create what I'm showcasing here today, which is essentially what I imagine a Mark II precision rifle would be like. So on top of the performance enhancements from my last rebalance video on the weapon, it now also has a ton of attachments and ammo types to choose from. Let's start off with one of the most important aspects of a sniper rifle, the scope options. My friend was able to modify the model of the weapon in order to make the iron sights a separate attachment instead of being a default part of the model that doesn't change. And what that allowed me to do was go in and add different scope options for the gun. And I went all out for this and added in basically every type of scope option possible, which gives you so much variety in how you want this weapon to be. You can choose for a smaller scope and still have the lock-on capabilities like the Marksman Rifle Mark II kind of, or you can turn it into a long-range sniper and slap on one of the bigger scopes. The choice is yours. Showcasing each sight here, we of course have the iron sights, which come default on the weapon. Then we have the red dot sight, the ACOG style medium-sized scope, the Marksman Rifle standard scope without the zoom, the advanced scope, the night vision scope, and finally the thermal scope. Moving on to the crucial part of making a Mark II concept of the precision rifle, we have the ammo types and magazine attachments. And this is the part that I would say took the longest to make by far. I was actually debating on whether or not to make the video just showcasing the attachments for it, like the scope options, but if it was going to be a Mark II weapon concept, then it would absolutely have to include ammo types. So on this weapon, I have made 5 different ammo types, and to keep with the theme of the Mark II weapons, the magazine will have some color on it to signify what ammo type it is. But starting out, let's look at the extended mag. To make this, all I did was take the model of the original magazine for the precision rifle into Blender and scale it to make it a bit longer, and it looks just fine. It looks like a regular extended mag would, just, you know, a little bit bigger than the standard one. And with the extended mag, that brings the total ammo in a mag from 10 to 12. There is an issue I came across with the extended mag though. If I switch to another weapon and then back to the precision rifle while I have the extended mag on, it's basically a guaranteed game crash, so something is up with that. I still have to figure out exactly why that happens. But for showcasing purposes, the attachment works just fine as long as I don't swap weapons from the precision rifle and then back to it again. Next up, we have armor-piercing ammo. Now, since we are in single player, I can't really showcase exactly how this works because I don't think there are any armored enemies in single player like there are in online, but for concept purposes, we have it here with the blue mag tape to signal the ammo type. Then we have FMJ ammo, which of course pierces through bullet-resistant glass. Here I've spawned in the Buffalo STX, which comes with bullet-resistant glass, and the shots go right through. They also leave those custom bullet holes that only happen with FMJ ammo, and shooting at vehicles blows them up quite fast as well with the FMJ ammo, as you would expect. I should also mention the special ammo types on this weapon all have their mag size halved, so instead of 10, you get 5 in a magazine with special ammo. Here we have incendiary rounds indicated by a red mag. These of course set the enemy on fire when shot, but unfortunately there's no way, at least that I could find, to change the chance of setting someone on fire when shot. So it's not like 100% of the time when you shoot someone they set on fire like the heavy sniper. I would say it's more like the marksman rifle in that regard. They don't always set on fire. Next up, we have tracer rounds. The heavy sniper actually doesn't have any tracer rounds on it, so this is actually the only bolt action that does have them. What I decided to do was make the tracer activate on every shot instead of on every 3 shots. I personally think all weapons that are capable of having tracer rounds should have this change because it just makes it look better in my opinion. And I think the ammo limit should just be taken out altogether. You should be able to hold max ammo of tracer rounds because at the end of the day, they are just visuals. It doesn't enhance the performance of the weapon in any way, so why is the ammo limited? And here is a comparison between how the tracer rounds look compared to the regular ammo shots. Normally, to change the color of the tracer effect, you'd have to have the Mark II gun running tints that are only available on Mark II weapons, so the precision rifle doesn't exactly have those, but even with the standard weapon tints, it does look like the tracer changes color. And lastly, I chose to add hollow point rounds. Now, I could have went with explosive rounds here, but if we're talking about a concept that would work in GTA Online, I don't think having 2 sniper rifles with explosive rounds would be the move to make, which is why I went with the hollow point rounds instead. And although I can't show them against another player how powerful they are, I wouldn't make this sniper a one-hit with the hollow point rounds. They would essentially do more damage than normal, but still remain a 2-hit kill, kind of like how the heavy revolver hollow point rounds work. I'm not sure how much sense hollow point rounds on a sniper make, but in the world of GTA, nothing makes sense. We also have a selection of muzzles to choose from on this gun. We have 2 styles of suppressors, the gray one and the black one. Sadly, the sound of the gun doesn't change a whole lot with the suppressor on because the gun wasn't made with a suppressor attachment in mind from the beginning, so it doesn't exactly have a sound effect for a suppressed version of it. That being said, it does sound a tad bit muffled with the suppressor on. It sounds a little bit different. It doesn't have the echo that it does normally without it. Let me know what you guys think after listening to this. Yeah, you can definitely tell it sounds a little bit less echoey. Aside from suppressors, there are also a few different muzzle attachments on the weapon. A few of them are small, which kind of look a little bit odd, I will say, but they give the weapon kind of a unique look, so I decided to keep them anyways. And then we have a couple of bigger ones that you would see on the Heavy Sniper Mark II. And then for the final attachment, I went and added a grip to the weapon because why not? It's mostly for aesthetic purposes. It doesn't really do much to the performance of the weapon when you have it on, but it's just more options for you to choose from. But there you have it, the concept of the Precision Rifle Mark II. This is what we really needed in GTA Online, and probably what most of us wanted out of a new bolt-action rifle in GTA Online. Not what we got with the bare-bones current Precision Rifle. Will they make a Mark II variant of this weapon? I don't know, probably not, but if they wanted to make one, I mean, the work is basically done right here. I know a lot of people like to comment on these rebalance or concept videos like, dude, what's the point of making these videos? They're never going to add it into the game. But really, that's not the point of me making these videos. The point is to bring ideas that I have to life within the game through modding, as opposed to just talking about ideas that I may have. These videos take it a step further than that, and it's more enjoyable for me. It's also a big learning process, especially for this project in particular, because it wasn't just messing with metafiles, although that was part of it. I now know so much more of how weapon systems work in GTA 5, as well as a little bit about some modeling software, which will allow me to further create some other ideas that I may have in the future. I don't make these videos for the purpose of expecting them to be added into the game. Sure, there's a chance maybe a dev does see a video like this, and that inspires them to then add something like it to the game, which is the case for any type of mod or concept, and that's always nice to see, but it's not the main purpose of me making these videos. If you're on PC and you want to play around with this mod yourself, I do want to make it an official mod at some point in the future, but I don't really want to release it just yet because it has that crash issue that I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to see if there's hopefully a way to fix that problem and overall just make sure everything works as intended before making it an official mod. Anyways, that is going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys think about this concept in the comments, and would you like to see something like this be added into GTA Online? I once again want to give a massive shout out to my friend who not only contributed in part to make this mod a thing, but who also helped me learn some of the modeling software tools as well. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your supports. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.